Welcome to A Talk with Armani.
I am your host, Armani IMAN.
This is the show that takes you behind the scenes and in front of the screen of all different types of productions. Whether it's a feature film, a brand new TV show, or writing a book, I introduce you to those powerhouses that make those productions work. Make sure you stay tuned as I bring to you my first guest. Welcome to A Talk with Armani. I am your host, Armani IMAN. I have a very exciting show planned for you today, and I've jam-packed it with people with some stories, some inspiration, and some encouragement. You're going to want to stay tuned. I'll be right back. You're watching A Talk with Armani. Welcome to A Talk with Armani. So as you know, I like to bring you people from all different walks of life, whether they are behind the scenes or in front of the screen. And I'm always talking about production because everything we do in life is a production. Whether it is doing a TV show, doing a book, running your own business, organizing a concert, or being a part of a legendary, iconic singing group. Please help me welcome a member of that type of group, Mr. Now, I'm going to go ahead and let you say your name because that is a Tyga, is it Tyga? Which one is it?
Tyga.
It's Tyga.
Tyga Graham.
Help me welcome him.
Tyga. Yeah.
So, Silk.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like, I'm going to tell you something, which is kind of cool because when I came out and I saw you and I was like,
Right.
I know exactly who that is. Because years ago, because I'm from Philadelphia.
Uh-oh.
And yeah, I'm from Philly.
Right.
And years ago, I'm going to say, I think it was like in 2011,
Yeah.
I was sitting somewhere with a good friend of mine, Joe, and I said to him, I said, you know what? I need to do a concert, and I want everybody to come.
Right.
And he was like, a concert? What kind of concert are you talking about? I said, I don't know. It's spring, love is in the air.
Right.
And he was like, oh, so we're going to do like a spring love tour.
Right.
And I said, yeah, that would be wonderful. And he said, oh, I know who we bringing. And I said, who we going to bring? He said, we got to bring Silk.
Right.
I said, we're going to get Silk for real. Like, I
Right,
was
right,
just
right.
awestruck at that.
Right.
And then you guys came up. We had it at the
Right.
Philadelphia Armory. And y'all showed out to the point where I said, well, what is it? These people dragging people up on stage and got these girls coming out their clothes and carrying on.
Right.
Come on,
Yeah.
20 years later, after you first was on wax and crooning and making
Yeah.
everybody fall in love with you,
Right.
you guys still are doing the same thing.
Right.
How does that feel?
Well, you know, being one of the founding members of the group, it feels good because, you know, we had to grow up.
Right.
You know, in the industry can make you grow up real quick. You know, stuff that was priority to you about 20 years ago no longer is priority. So basically what we do is we try to expand our horizons and look into other directions that can keep us relevant, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And being one of the most important figures, I feel, in the R&B movement when stuff was going down, when real music was real music. No offense to the young guys, they doing their thing. You know, shout out to y'all, man, y'all doing your thing.
Yeah.
But real music is no longer the norm. So basically we had to find ways to stay relevant.
Right.
So what I ended up doing was venturing off into the film and the plays. I was in the play I Can Do Bad All By Myself.
Yes,
Tyler
you
Perry
were.
joint.
Yep, absolutely did a wonderful job.
And thank you. And Lil G did Family Reunion. So basically, it's just like you just got to expand your stuff, your territory. But it's still the same thing. What people don't understand is actors know singers, singers know actors, athletes know. So we're all one big family. So we just happen to have a different concentration. So we kind of like made, not diluting the entertainment game, but kind of like expressing ourselves in a different way.
Right.
And now we're trying to get the young people to know it's not that easy. You just don't pop up and get on TV. Just because you got a lot of followers don't make you a superstar.
Right, and even if somebody does take that gamble, I mean, we've seen instances where somebody's had 1 million or 2 followers and a network has taken the gamble on them and then they're canceled within a couple of weeks because they don't have that staying power.
It's no
you
substance.
need to have substance. You need to have something that people can relate to.
Right.
You know, and I think that especially from someone, and I use the word iconic and legendary because that's what your movement is. That's what you are part of. You know, for you, all these years later, that I'm not giving away, I mean, you could have been 12 singing, so okay, I'm gonna say all these years.
Right.
But you know, to still be so heavily involved in music, and then to have so many people still have you guys in their playlists. Like right now, if you go to my car, you're in my playlist. Like you're there. You know, you know what I mean?
That's good.
So, and that's a wonderful thing because it's music that is not dated.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
music isn't dated.
That makes sense. And one thing we always talk. See, a lot of people don't know we're family too. We're like a few of us are cousins.
Okay.
So we were taught a long time ago that family sticks together no matter what.
No matter what.
And when stuff goes wrong, it goes wrong. You keep it inside the house.
Exactly.
And you fix it. Then you go outside.
Absolutely.
So it was just recently. It was a unsung Silk Unsung. This was just aired like I think like last month too.
Okay. Okay.
And a lot of people got more insight onto what happened. But now what we're trying to do is we're trying to branch out to like right now we have a teen sci-fi drama web series that we're working on. We're trying to teach the next generation hands-on experience. Like, look, if you come in, you got to know you got to stay here and work.
Exactly.
And so what we're trying to do is keep them focused and motivated, but at the same time, we don't want to kill their zeal for learning.
Right.
Because you can go in and tell them strictly by the book, and all of a sudden you got kids sitting like this.
Right.
But we don't want that. We want you to explore, but we want to stay relevant by understanding that we got to change. You got to change what's here.
Right.
You can't be. It's not going to be the same thing. What Keith did back in the day, he can't do today.
Right, right.
Keith can't discover a group like he did back in the day.
Okay.
Because the group will look at him like, dude, for real? So,
Exactly.
but now it's a whole different understanding. So everybody's trying to just make some real stuff happen. And like I say, we got into the movies and the plays, writing, directing, writing, producing, and
because you're working on something right now.
Working on a couple of joints. Right now I'm working on like a Listen. It's a sci-fi drama, and we're talking about, we can't talk too much about it because there's a lot going on with it, but it's some fresh stuff, and it's something that everybody's going to enjoy. Dealing with issues that young people deal with, but we're trying to flip it and make it something that they will watch. So they can learn something, like putting a little medicine inside the candy.
I get you.
And we got, we got other songs, we got other artists that we're working with. The Silk 25th anniversary, this is 25 years. So
25 years, good music. 25, and that takes a lot. That's like a marriage. You got to work on it every day.
It's crazy. So basically, what we're trying to do is stay relevant, but stay in tune with the next generation as well. You know what I mean? And stay like, everybody needs to come and talk to you. I'm gonna say that right now. I'll talk with Armani.
Oh wow, well thank you.
So I'm gonna have to talk to Tia, talk to our people, because everybody needs to come and sit on this couch and talk to you.
Oh well, thank you so much.
So everybody comes to sit and talk to you, you'll be surprised, because we're just fun guys. You know what I mean? But at the same time, we don't take ourselves too serious. We made mistakes along the way, and very documented mistakes. When you got that light on you, you can't hide, man.
No,
so
not at
a lot
all.
of people like, okay, yo, I want to be there, but you can't do it. You got to just stay focused.
But 25 years.
Yeah.
25 years, that's a lot.
That's a long time.
But to still, wait a minute, not only, first of all, thank God we're still alive. 25 years later. And we're still doing what we enjoy to do. And we're still doing it together. And we can still sit down and have a meal. And we don't have a whole lot of fitna or drama involved in our lives. We don't have a whole lot of nonsense going on. So that, and then you still sound good and look good doing it.
The guys stay
You know
focused,
what I mean?
man.
So that's a blessing. So again, congratulations. I applaud you for your 25 years. I mean, that's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
And you said you're doing some new things. Now, you're not going to jump out and start rapping and nothing like that, all right?
Well,
you got a new song coming out and all that, right?
We also, we came up in the hip-hop area. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Hey, we came up with hip-hop, but nothing like that.
We got to keep it sexy.
Stay in your lane, man.
You got to keep it sexy.
Got to stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Some people want to be like, a couple cats did some alternate stuff.
Yeah, they can.
They can do that, but
But no, when we hear Silk, we come to Silk because we want to relax.
We got to stay right here.
Get comfortable and lay back.
Keep it sexy.
Keep it sexy. We got to keep it sexy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. And I greatly appreciate it. And we're going to follow you. So tell us, how do we follow you? How do we see what the calendar is for the group? And then, are we having a party for the 25th anniversary?
Right, the 25th. Well, the group had a 25th anniversary concert at the Cobb Energy Center.
You did.
That was crazy. It was, we had, it was Raheem Devine had 112.
Right.
We had Drew Hill. Keith came out and did a little cameo. It was strong, real strong. So now we're just moving. So the best way to get, right now we're revamping a lot of stuff, and I'm revamping my social media stuff, so I have some of that stuff ready. But as of now, we're just trying to just stay focused, man.
Stay focused.
And just give you some good stuff.
Right, absolutely. But we still got to have a 25th party. No, we got to have a party. You talking about the concert and all of that. No, I'm talking about the party where after the boot come off, a party.
Got it.
Okay?
Okay, we're
I'm
gonna
serious.
hold you to
Like,
that.
I'm not even playing about it. I'm talking
it.
about to the point where you look at the DJ like you ready to kick his butt because he keep going on.
And now the Silk, who's handling Silk now is Brooke Payne. We saw Brooke Payne also has New Edition, SWV, but he's also handling Silk now. So That sounds great. A
Yeah,
party.
a party.
I like that.
Like a get down
A
party.
party.
All right now.
With just fruit punch, right?
Huh?
Right. Good stuff though.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Did you say fruit punch?
Fruit punch with a little stuff
We're
in
going
there.
to talk about that in a
Right.
minute, okay? Well,
right.
thank you again for coming on.
Yeah.
Fruit punch?
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
All right. Thank y'all.
Did you say fruit punch?
You're watching A Talk with Armani.
Welcome back to A Talk with Armani. So, of course, you know we go in front of the screen, but we also go behind the scenes. And every once in a while, I am fortunate enough to have someone from behind the scenes that is part of a production that everyone is talking about. And we may get to learn a little secret or two. Please help me welcome Mr. Jeffrey. Now, I'm going to let you say your last name.
It's KARANTZA.
KARANTZA,
Yeah.
how are you?
Good, how are you?
Please help me welcome him. So, you have done all kinds of different types of parts of production. So kind of tell me, fill us in on exactly what you do.
Well, I started in the industry doing acting.
Okay.
I started at a young age, and I got out of it for a while. I got back in 2011, 2012.
Okay.
Shortly after doing a couple TV shows, I started doing casting.
Okay.
And then one show led to the next, and before you know it, I'm doing Fast 8, Black Panther. And
Right, absolutely. So you're doing mega pictures. Now, when we talk about casting, for us that don't know it at home, basically what you do is you fill the parts that are part of that show. So
Absolutely.
when it comes down to the actors, you are the one that actually put those actors in those parts, correct?
Right.
So
well, we scout the talent, we find the talent, and then we submit them to producers and directors, and they make their final decisions.
Okay.
But we have the first hand in the process, from the small to the big roles, you know, all the way from extras to lead roles.
Wow, that's fascinating. So you get to meet people from all over the world.
Oh, thousands of people a year.
How many people stalk you?
Well, I've got right now, I probably, you know, just Facebook alone, I've got about 5,000 friends, and I probably know 200 of them.
Are you serious?
Personally, yeah.
Because they're just hoping that maybe
They're
you'll
just-
see a picture and think, hey, they'll be good for the Fast 9, or
Right,
they'll
and
be
I
good
actually
for...
got a message here recently about that movie. They're like, oh, you know, I'm big in Europe. I'm perfect for Fast 9. I'm like, well, I'm not really doing that one yet, so we'll see if I get on it.
Oh my
But
gracious.
yeah, all the time, people are always wanting, they're looking for the break. They're trying to get the break. They're
Of
trying
course.
to create the relationship. And, you know, I did the same thing when I was acting too, so.
So you understand.
I get it 100%.
Wow.
If you don't hustle for yourself, nobody else is going to do it for you.
And a lot of people don't realize how important the casting director, the casting agency, they don't realize how important it is, because when you're doing a big production like Black Panther, and all you do is you see the glitz and the glamour on the screen. You
Yeah,
see
they don't see
all
the
of
months
that.
of work.
They don't see the months of work of scouting talent, of trying to find, and then all those extras. I mean, there's so many people
Lots and
that are
lots of
just,
extras.
you know, that are just filling, you know, the country of Wakanda. You know, all those people that were out there guarding the border, they're extras. They don't have any speaking parts, but you had to literally go in, or you were part of the process of going in and filling each one of those positions.
Exactly. There's a big scene in Black Panther where Black Panther is coming back to reclaim his throne, and he's running up the hill. And all of a sudden, everybody comes rushing at him.
Right.
We had our hand in not only the background people in that helped fill in the back areas, but also we assisted with stunts, helping them find some of the
Wow.
Jabaris and some of the Doras. And
Yeah.
so we had auditions going back and forth from here to LA,
Yeah.
just to find the right talent to be able to do that one scene. That was probably about 3 weeks worth of work.
Wow.
And then there was over 100 people on set that day.
Yeah.
All over 100 stunts.
Yeah.
It was insane. That was like 3 days, 4 days worth of filming just for
So
that.
your job doesn't stop with just casting the part. You're actually on set,
All the
making
time.
sure that those people that you've put in those positions are actually working.
Absolutely.
Has it ever been a time when you filled a spot and then you said to yourself, okay, maybe that wasn't the right person for that?
Not personally. When I'm very meticulous about the
Okay.
way I build a look and the
Okay.
way the look goes on camera.
Okay.
I've had assistants that would throw somebody in and it contradicted the way it was supposed to look.
Okay, okay.
You know, I've trained a lot of people under me in the last 5 years to do casting. And there's just sometimes when it's like, yeah, let's hold off on this guy for now.
Yeah.
We'll throw him in later because they just don't fit the overall scene
Right.
that we want to create.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. So, but is there, like, did you go to school for casting, or is it just something
No,
that you kind of
actually,
just
it's-
floated into?
I was doing a show here in town. I was on season 2 of a show that I was cast in. And I was asked, hey, do you want to come in and give me a hand on a show when we need some help on big days?
Okay,
So absolutely. So I started doing extras casting.
okay.
worked my way, and before you know it, they're like, hey, we'd like you to come over to this film and help us kind of arrange and organize things. Like I said, I'm super meticulous. Everything is done in order and everything is properly documented so that there's never a, oh, what happened there? It's always, this is what happened. This is what's going to happen.
Absolutely.
So within a matter of a few weeks, I was leading a film called Bolden.
Okay.
They shot it here in Atlanta, New Orleans, and North Carolina. It's about an 1880s jazz musician, Buddy Bolden from New Orleans.
Okay.
He's basically the father of jazz.
Okay.
So from there, I started that, and we built marching bands. We created New Orleans downtown in 1880. It was very, very, very meticulous all the way through. We had to get the correct looks for the correct parts of town and then build that entire world.
Wow.
So that was my first feature here as a casting director.
Wow, and you've done so much.
I've done a
and you
lot
still got a
since
lot
then,
more
yes.
to go.
Oh gosh, yes. Oh gosh, yes.
Well,
I
thank
hope
you so much for coming on, and we
Absolutely.
want to follow you. How do we don't want to stalk you,
Right.
because I mean, of course, there's many people that wants to see themselves on television, even if they're just in the background doing something. But of course, we want to follow you and kind of stay up on the movement. And do you post like casting notices? And
I do.
stuff?
We've got a few things that have gone out on Instagram lately. I'm producing a movie with Cisco Rosado from Love and Hip Hop.
Okay.
So he's got a feature that's going to be coming out soon.
Okay.
And a TV show with him as well.
Okay.
But my Instagram is Jeff KARANTZA. It's KARANTZA.
Okay.
And then I'm on Facebook and Twitter and pretty much everything.
But
on
we
the
don't
same
want you to
stuff.
stalk them, okay? If you see an opportunity that's been posted, feel free to respond to it. You can also go to www.atalkwitharmani.com, and if there is a casting call, it will be posted there as well, and you can follow the proper procedures. But we're not doing a whole bunch of stalking and inboxing and all that. We're not doing none of that. We're just gonna politely send our resume and headshot and say, hey, consider me. Thank you again for
Absolutely.
coming on. We'll be
Anytime.
right back.
You're watching A Talk with Armani.
Welcome back to A Talk with Armani. So if you're just tuning in, you've missed some exciting parts of the show, but don't worry because I have so much more to bring you. When we talk about production, again, we're talking about in front of the screen as well as behind the scenes. But it takes a lot to go into a production as well as to make you remember what it was you just saw. Well, please help me welcome my very next guest who gives a very believable performance and makes us remember him in whatever role he plays. Please help me welcome Mr. J.D. Williams. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you for having me. Thank you for
Okay,
having
so
me.
we were talking right before we came on, and I said, okay, the J stands for, and you was like, no, it's just. And I'm like, just? You're like, yeah, just Darnell. So
Yeah.
tell me, how did you come to even come up with that?
Well, when I first started acting, I had somebody had my actual name, Darnell Williams. He was
Okay.
actually an actor on General Hospital when I was a kid.
Okay.
And anyway, when to get your checks, you don't want your checks to go to the wrong person when
Right.
you join the union. And I changed my name a couple times. I had just had a little brother. His name was David, and I was like, maybe I should call myself David Williams. I was like, no, that's his name. He just
Right.
got it. How am I going to take his?
I can't take his
his
name.
brand new name.
I
you
can't
know?
take it. Yeah, it's his
Yeah,
name.
he just
He's a
got
baby.
it.
I'm just gonna take his name.
Yeah,
No, we're
you
not
know,
doing all
I
that.
can't do
Right.
that. So then I came up with all these other names, and then I was like, you know what? Let me just use my first two initials, and that's DB.
Right.
I got my first job, and the director was calling me DB all day, and I was like, no.
No,
we can't do that.
No, they can do too much with DB.
Yeah,
There's just too many things.
It's just it just sounded bad.
Right,
you know?
right.
So then I was like, okay, well, I'm sitting around one day and I'm like, all right, well, maybe I should make it like Madonna, just one name. Maybe I should just make it just Darnell.
Yeah.
And I said, wait a minute, just Darnell, JD. All right, and that way I'll have a story to tell somebody every time they ask
Well,
me. So,
yeah, every time you come on a TV show, you can say, well, where did you say? Oh, I'm just Darnell. Okay.
Yeah, or I can make up whole other meanings too. You know, I can make up a whole bunch of just do it, jelly donut. You know, a whole bunch of
Just
them.
dig it, anything. We can do all that stuff with
Yeah,
it.
it all works.
Right, so Saints and Sinners.
Definitely, thank you.
Okay,
Thank
wonderful.
you very much, thank you very much.
Wow, how is that?
It's going great. Season 3, Clifton Powell, Vanessa Bell Calloway,
Yeah.
Christian Keys, Keith Robinson, Jasmine Burke, Demetria
Right.
Kenny, Dawn Half Kenny. I mean, it's
yeah.
a pretty good, it's a great cast. I mean, not to mention the guest stars that we have. Robin Givens is coming on this
Right,
year.
absolutely.
So, it's really good. It's a great process. One thing I will say, I'm very glad to be here. This is my first talk show in Atlanta.
Really?
Yes.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you for
and
having me.
you.
Thank you for
Yes,
having me.
of course.
Yes, and I love your set, and thank you for having me. But
course.
the show is great. It's going well. Highest rated drama show on Bounce TV right now, even though we're their first original drama.
Okay, absolutely.
Also. You know,
I
if
mean,
you
but
get a
you've
chance,
been
check
part
it
of,
out.
but you've been part of hit shows before.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You've got The Wire under your belt.
Yes.
You've got Oz under your belt.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
was a
you got a
baby on
couple of
Oz.
things going on with you.
Yeah, I've been blessed to do some substantive work. You
Okay.
know, I've worked next to, you know, grown up next to some of the biggest names, you know, that are out there right now. There's J.K. Simmons,
Right.
Idris Elba, Michael
Right.
B. Jordan.
Absolutely.
You know, these are people that I've studied with and worked with and been right there next to. So our work, the caliber of work that we were doing, you know, it has that meat to it and that grit. And that's what's most important to me, you know, doing something with substance, you know, and doing something with mostly a message. I don't mind doing something frivolous and fun every now and then,
Right.
but I try to do things with a message if I can.
Wow, okay. Well, we want to follow you. We want to follow your journey.
Right.
We want to see where you're going. We want to check out JD, see what's going
around.
on with him. And, you know, and also we want to, most of us already watch Saints and Sinners, but we want to see how your path is going. So how can we do that?
Well, my Instagram is The Real JD Williams.
Okay.
My Twitter is JD Williams ENT.
Okay.
Like entertainment. And Saints and Sinners is on Bounce, 9 o'clock Sundays. We're up to the second episode just went by, so we're up to the third one right now. So if you get a chance, check it out. You can download it on the Bounce app or on the Brown Sugar app if you want to watch it.
Brown Sugar?
Yeah, Brown Sugar app.
Okay.
You
and
know, you know about that brown sugar.
brown sugar.
I can see it right there, girl. I know.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. And
Thank
we're
you for
going to
having
follow
me.
you and stay part of your fan base.
Well, thank you for having me again. I
course.
appreciate you. I will not ever forget this.
Oh,
Armani
I
being
appreciate
my
it. I
first
won't
one.
forget it either.
Well,
And
thank
if
you.
you want to be reminded of it, you can always go to www.atalkwitharmani.com and you will see him there. You can click on his icon and be able to see some links to some shows that he's doing, as well as his social media information. And you're welcome to come back at any time.
Well, thank you. I will be back.
We'll be right back.
You're watching A Talk with Armani.
Welcome back to A Talk with Armani. So every once in a while, I am able to bring you a treat from a different part of the world with someone that is very fascinating and have an interesting story to tell. Please help me welcome Mr. Jabari Crutchfield.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi.
How you doing?
So you are decked out in Bacardi. I see you got the
Absolutely.
Bacardi shirt on, you got the Bacardi red pants on, you've
Yep.
got the whole poster sitting up there, the Bacardi cups. Oh, how cute is this? It's a Bacardi cup, the whole nine.
Little
So
shots.
tell me, oh, it's a shot glass?
Absolutely.
This is a shot glass.
Absolutely.
Did they change the size of a shot overnight? I thought a
did.
shot was an ounce.
No, that's a shot
This is
right
a
there.
shot.
Absolutely.
How many ounces is this?
Taking it, you'll see.
Oh, no. I'm from the era where we ask questions before we pass out. So, you know, I need to know
It's
exactly.
5 ounces.
No, this is not a shot, my friend. No, this is not. This is a passport, sip pass. So, you are a brand ambassador for Bacardi.
Bacardi,
correct?
I'm actually the sponsorship account manager.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what exactly does that mean? Come on, break it down to me.
Basically, what it is, if you have a concert or you have a big event that's going on and you want to kind of offset your costs, you could bring in a brand like Bacardi who will come in, will cut a check to kind of help you offset that in exchange for promotion.
Oh, wow. Okay, now I had the pleasure of going to Puerto Rico for my birthday 2 years ago, I think it was, and we visited the Bacardi plant. But they said that the Bacardi banana was coming soon, so I guess it's here now. And have you
Absolutely.
tasted it?
I have.
And is it good?
It is excellent.
Okay, can I taste it?
You sure can.
Oh, wow. Okay,
You
so
sure can.
we're going to get to taste. We're going to premiere Bacardi banana on A Talk with Armani. And yeah, I need a baby shot. I need a real
you go.
shit. There you
There you
go.
go.
So, okay, now this is what's going because I'm getting ready to drink this now. So give me a kind of what I'm expecting.
You're going to expect a strong banana taste.
Okay.
It's going to be a little sweet, but it's going to hit you as soon as you taste it.
Okay. All right, so I'm not going to drink it. I'm not going to throw it back like a shot. All right. Okay, yeah, so this is very good. It's very, very good, and you do taste the banana. Oh, and the banana stays. So
Absolutely.
it's not like it's a banana and you're like, no, it stays. You taste.
Absolutely.
Okay, you can put this in a banana pudding. So we're going to add this to the banana pudding so we can get a kick back to it, okay? So part of your job, people reach out to you or you reach out to people. What is your process?
Right now, everybody's reaching out to me because when I first got the check, I hit the ground running. We got the Atlanta Carnival coming up May 25th. We got the whole Memorial Day weekend. We got a mansion party next week with Young Thug. We've got some stuff coming up at Club Empire. We're doing some stuff with Migos as well.
So, like, how do you make that better? What can you do if you're sitting back, Jabari, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, this is what I've got in place and this is what I'm doing now, but I want to go even further. Like, I need to, up my level. How do you level up at this point?
Absolutely. I'm looking into doing more, like I say, movies and TV shows as of right now because, I like the clubs. It's good, but I think that's something that's kind of like past my abilities right now because I've done it for so long.
Right,
I've
been there, done that.
Exactly. I've been in clubs for years, so it's like now I want to take it to another plateau, just so I can keep Bacardi's confidence in what I'm doing.
Right,
and like I said, just keep progressing
and keep going and keep going. Well, we want to follow you. We want to be part of that movement.
Please do.
We want to see your progress because what we like is we like not only entrepreneurs but people that decided to hit the ground running. You basically took a chance on yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? And even though you might have had a little whisper in your ear like this is not gonna work, once it did, now the whole conversation that you're saying now is, I want to keep their confidence in me. That if they gambled or if they didn't, I want them to see that they made the right choice.
Absolutely.
And these are the stories that we need to continue to hear to encourage the people that are at home watching so they know that, it might be $1 billion company. Like you said, they've got billions of dollars.
Yeah, they do.
I see where they make 50,000 gallons of liquor a day.
Yeah.
Like, that's what their factory does.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
you sit there like, well, why they gonna give me a check? And you see, because even those type of companies are still trying to level up.
Absolutely.
They're continuously trying to keep their name out there and be relevant.
Absolutely.
So how do we follow you? How do we get in touch
You can
with
follow me on Instagram at jabari.bacardi18.
Okay.
You can also follow me on Twitter at Jabari, the number 2 and S. That's usually where I'm at. Facebook, I tap in every now and again, but mostly Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can go to www.atalkwitharmani.com and you will see him as well as a link to the different things that he has going on. So make sure you check that out. Well, thank you again for coming on.
Absolutely.
We'll
Thank
be right
you.
back.
You're watching A Talk with Armani.
Welcome back to A Talk with Armani. So I promise you I'm not smiling like this because of the Bacardi, even though it's still in my hand, but it is an excellent drink. If for those that like to drink or if you're an occasional drinker, go ahead and get yourself some Bacardi banana or lemon or raspberry, whatever one it is, but Bacardi, let's do that. As well as I want to thank all my guests that came on today. And of course, there's sometimes when we've decided that we want to do something, but maybe we're scared, maybe we're unsure. We don't know exactly what it takes to make something happen. But we need to make sure that we understand that the way we make things happen is just put your left foot in front of your right foot or your right foot in front of your left foot and just start walking. Just start making it happen. Just try it. Just do it. Whatever it is, whether or not it's casting, it's acting, if it's becoming a brand ambassador, whatever it is, all you have to do is start. And then, even if you fail the first time, remember, we learn from our failures and we can always start over again. Until next time, stay safe.